Hi friends, this is Manish Pandey. Welcome back. In this video, you will learn logic function, which is a logical functions. So these are like logical operators, but here in Blue Prism, we are going to consider it as a logic functions. We have and, or, equal, not equal, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, IsDate, IsDateTime, IsFlag, IsNumber, IsTime, IsTimeSpan, and true and false. We are going to take this example. Let me show you. For all these logical functions, I am going to take these examples. For AND logic function, if order quantity is greater than 50 and order date is less than today date, then proceed, else throw exception, like cannot accept order. We are going to take the data from Excel file and then we'll store in a data items stage, and this is the decision stage we have taken, because these all logic functions will give us value in flag like true or false. I have taken two inputs, one order quantity and second order date, and this we are going to take it from Excel file and then we'll pass it here. And here we have two output, that is run again and error occurred, that I will show you at the last here when we will use true and false function. Here in the main page, I have taken this one as a logic page and will read this Excel data stored in this collection, and then we'll pass here using this input parameters. We'll pass this order quantity and order date to this page, right, and then we'll store here and then you will use that. Now let me write here. So our example is if order quantity is greater than 50. So if order quantity is greater than 50, so we'll take it from here. If order quantity is greater than 50 and order date is less than today's date, and so here we have and. So to use that and, we have this logical function and, where it will take operand A and operand B. So paste that one. So operand A is this part where we are checking that order quantity is greater than 50, and in the operand B we are going to take order date is less than today's date. So order date we have here, so order date is less than today's date. So we have this function. If you remember from this date function, we have this today's function. So we'll take this one. Now click OK. So to check this one, let me first start with the start here, main page. Let me right click, run to this stage. Now step into. Now you can see here our order quantity is 2 and order date is 3/1. So based on this example, it will go to else part and it will throw an error. So let me double click and show you. So we have this business exception, that is cannot accept order. This is not system exception, this is business exception, because we are setting this rule. So next it's going to throw an error. Now if you want to fulfill this requirement, so what we need to do, we need to put it greater than 50. So we'll put here greater than 50. So we'll put here 51, and order date should be less than today's date. So yes, this date is less than, it means this is the previous date, past date. So now start again, set next stage, and then it will move to the OR condition, right? Now the second one, OR logic function. If order quantity is less than 50 or order date less than or equal to today's date, then proceed further, else throw exception. Let me double click here. We'll take here order quantity is less than 50. So here we need to put OR. So here OR is our logic functions, this OR. Select that and paste, right? So first operand and second operand. So operand A is this and operand B is, so order date less than equals to today's date. So today function. Now click OK. Now step here. So it's going to next one, because as per this logic, our order quantity is less than 50 or order date is less than or equals to today. So, if any one operand is true, it will go to the yes part, right? It means it will give you true. So, here this is false, right? Because order quantity is not less than 50, this is more than, right? This is greater than 50. Or if this order date is less than today's date, yes, because this is 3rd of January and today's date is 7th of August. So, that is why this is less than. So, that is why it is going to the yes part, that is true. Now, third, that is equals functions. Equal function, for this one we are going to take this example. If order date equal to today's date, then proceed further, else throw an exception. Order date equals to today's, then proceed further, otherwise throw an error. So, here we are getting error because this order date is not today's date. So, if you want to go further, we have to change this date and we have to click on this, select today's date. Now, right click here, set next stage and run again. Now, it is equals to, so that is where we are going to next. Now, the next one is not equal. Not equals, if order date is not equal to today's date, then throw exception. So, we will take here, if order date is not equal to today's date, then throw exception. So, for not equals, how can we take this? So, from here we have this not equals, it means this less than and greater than, this will be called as a not equals. You can take it from here directly, click, paste operand A and operand B, like something like that. So, operand A is this and operand B is this one. Now, click OK. If not equals to today, then it will move further, otherwise throw an error. So, here it will move further, it will not throw an error because this date is today's date. Let me run that. So, here we are going to next one, because here we have set as no. Let me change that to previous date, it means 6th. Now, click OK, and now if we will try here, set next stage, then it will throw an error because it is giving us true. Now, the next one is we have less than. So, if order quantity is less than 2, then throw exception. We will take here order quantity if less than. So, less than is this one, you can take it from here also, less than this one, paste, less than 2, then only it will say that cannot accept order. If no, it will go to the next one. So, let me right click, set next stage and next. We are getting false because here we have value 51. If I am putting here 1, then it will give us value as a true. So, if true, it will come to the this part, this exception, because here we have yes, yes means true. Now, the next one is greater than. So, greater than, if order quantity is greater than 100, then throw an exception like cannot accept order. So, in that we will take order quantity 100, then throw an exception. So, right click, set next stage and see. So, we are getting no, it means we are getting false. So, this is not greater than 100. If I am putting here 101, then it will go to the true part, that is exception 1, right. Now, less than or equal to. So, less than or equal to, if order quantity is less than or equal to 100, then proceed further, else throw an exception. If order quantity is less than or equals to, so this is the function symbol that we are going to use for less than or equals to. You can take it from here also, from this logic, less than or equals to 100, less than equals to 100, then proceed further. So, if I am putting here 100, then also it is okay, because here we have less than or equals to. So it will come to the exception part. Set next stage and next. So here we have yes, it means it's giving us true because our quantity is 100, and as per this example order quantity is equals to 100. So either less or equal. So yes, this is equals to 100. Now greater than or equals to. So our example is if order quantity is greater than or equal to 100, then throw exception. So we'll put here if order quantity is greater than or equals to 100. So you can see from the logic we have greater than or equals to, same symbol, right? We can take it from here. So if equals to 100, then throw an error. So if it's giving us true value, so it will come to this, it means we have yes here. So right click, set next stage, and you can see here it's giving us exception, cannot accept order because it's giving us true here. If I am putting here 10, and now if I am going to try set next stage, so it's going to the next stage, right? Now here we have IsDate. So we are going to check that the value that we are going to pass is date or not. Check if entered value is valid date or not. So double click and we'll see IsDate. So IsDate is a function, you can type like this, is and then date, and then open close bracket. You can also take it from here, IsDate, and here we need to enter the value. So in this one we'll take it from this order date and we'll see this is the correct, this is the date or not, and let's next. So yes, it's giving us true value. So yes, this is the date because here we have a correct date. Now if you want to check that, so what you can do, we can do like this, in double quotation we can put like something like that, and now you can check here that this is the correct date or not. So this is not date format, so we'll be getting exception message, date is invalid. Now we have IsDateTime function. IsDateTime will check that entered value is date time or not. So we'll take here IsDateTime and then we'll put the same. Let me show you. So might be it will give you a this exception because this is not date time. Let me show you. Okay, so it's considering this as a date time. Here we are getting a date, but when we are moving from this here, we are getting as a date time. If you can see here, so it says that this is correct. If you just want to check in the opposite, what you can do, you can put here, we need to pass this as a text, as a value, and then set next stage and run that. So we are getting error. Now we have this IsFlag. IsFlag means it will check that this is the given value is true, false, like that or not. It means this is the boolean value or not, flag or not. So here let me put here IsFlag, open close bracket, and you can put here, we will put here true, and let's see this is the correct flag or not. So we are getting correct, true, it means this is the flag. Let me remove this E and just make it as a TRU and then try now, and you will see here we are getting false, it means this is the exception. Now IsNumber, so IsNumber, so this is the function IsNumber which will check that the given value is number or not. So I am going to put here in double quotation A12, right click, set next stage, next. So we are getting error because this is not number. Now if I am removing this one and just keeping 1 2, so this is number, right? Right click, set next stage and step. So yes, this is number. Now IsTime, so the given value is time or not. So to check that, we need to put here IsTime. So whenever like you are working on a project and you want to check that the specific given value is date time or not, if this is not the actual given date time, then you can throw an exceptions, right? This can be a business requirement that okay, first you have to take that data from any Excel file and from anywhere and check that a specific given value is date in the specific date format or not, the date format or not. If this is the date format, then that's okay, you can move further, otherwise same time you can throw an exception. Otherwise what will happen, if you are just reading and you are not checking that the specific value, the given value is date time or not, so what will happen when while processing that value or while calculating that or like checking the difference of that date, you will get an error that time, and that will be a system exception. So instead of throwing a system exception, you can directly check that like this is the date time or not, this is the number or not, and then you can same time you can throw a business exception. Same for the number, you can check that given value is a number or not. If it is number, you can proceed further and then do the calculation. If this is not number, so you know that as per the business requirement, you will be always getting order quantity as number, but if you are not getting number, so that should be reported to business. Put a exception type as a business exception and throw that exception, right? Now let me put here time. So time, let's say 10:30 like that, and let's see this is the time or not. So yes, this is the time, we know that, so click next. Yes. Now if I am putting here 10:30, but I am going to put here dot, and let's see what value, what is the output we are getting here. So we are getting as a false, as a error. Now for the time span, we are going to check that the value is time span or not. So we copy the same, paste here. Now time span, we have like days and then dot and then hour colon like HHMMSS colon like that. So let me put here, I want to put just 5 minutes. So I put here 00 colon 00 colon 05, sorry, so 5 minutes. Let me put that in the double quotation because it will consider as a number, but here this function will accept only, let me show you, only text. So we need to put that in the double quotation, the text to be checked. Now click OK, right click, set next stage, and now you can see here we are getting true. Yes, right. So this is the correct time span. Now if you are putting as a, let's say 1 colon something and like in between you by mistake put as a and then click OK, and then right click, set next stage, and you can see we are getting error because this is not time span. Now here we have set run again and error value. In this one I am going to take this example just to show you how to use true false logic function. In this one we have a logic function that is false and true. Are we running this first time? So first run equals to true. So yes, we are setting that yes, this is first time true, and then if this is not first time, so it will give us a value as a false, something like that. If there is any exception, so we can say that exception equal to true, if not exception equal to false. So this type of value we can use. Now here I am going to show you as a set run again and error value. So let me add 2, and here I am going to pass true to first run. So I already have a output value. So run again, and for error occurred, so for error occurred I want to store false, and here I have a decision stage where I have taken run again if error. If we are going to run one more time only in case of error, so we will put here condition if run again equals to true and error occurs equals to true. So if both the values set as a true, then only we are going to run from starting from here, otherwise we will go to end. So right click, set next stage, and in this case you know that we will be getting false. So we have set the value true and false. So in this one we are setting value as a AND logic function. So if here also we are getting true and here also true, then only it will go to the yes part, otherwise it will go to the next. So here you can see, let me show you, the function name is I think incorrect, right. Now start again, and you can see here it is going to false because both are not true. Now I am going to set here true here also. So I want to run because the error is true now. So right click, set next stage, and now you can see here in both the outputs we are getting true. So if true, then only it will go to the next. This way we use our true and false function. So this is the complete use of logic function. I hope this is useful.